everyone and welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you're new. My name is Katarina. Today's video is going to be an update for my Pigmented palette. Now, before getting any further into the video, I do want to mention that I'm going to change my updating schedule for this project and for my 23 in 2023 project pan a little bit. Previously, I have been updating those projects monthly, but from now on, most likely for the rest of the year, I will be updating in every month and a half, so in about every 6 weeks. I kinda decided that accidentally. The end of April and the beginning of May was really hectic for me with school. Now I have started my summer leave, but during that time when I was supposed to film my Pigmented palette update, I just didn't have time to film. So we are now already midway through May, and you know, there are going to be big changes coming into my life. We are going to have our second child in about a month or so. I'm sure I won't have that much time to film videos. In fall, I will be continuing my studies. I have decided that updating in every month and a half is better for me right now. Plus, that way, hopefully there will be a little bit better progress. I hope you understand. So the next update after this one for my Pigmented palette will be in the end of June, so it will be the midway through the year update, and the next update for my 23 in 2023 will be in the end of May or really beginning of June. Let's get into it. So, as you know, Pigmented palette is created by Amber F. She is linked down below as always. This year I am panning my Too Faced Chocolate Bar eyeshadow palette. I'm going to keep this update pretty short. I'm kinda in a hurry right now, but I will try to go through everything. So let me show you what this palette looked like a month ago. And this is what the palette is looking like right now. So I hope the camera picks it up that I was able to hit pan here on the shade Champagne Truffle. Okay, so I do have one new pan on this palette. I hit pan on Champagne Truffle, that was my goal. I was able to hit that goal and I'm really happy to have pan there. I was starting to get kinda sick of the color because I'm really starting to be more and more into warm toned makeup, and this is clearly one of the more cool toned shades in this palette. It is this really frosty light pink. I have been using it as a highlighter, but I have been mixing it with the theBalm Mary-Lou Manizer. Together they create a beautiful kind of like peachy champagne highlighter, because Mary-Lou, which by the way I'm wearing today, it's more on the golden side of champagne, and then this one is pink, so together they make a beautiful sort of peachy shade. And that's how I was able to hit pan on this one. I did wear that combo on my cheeks, on my inner corner, and also on my brow bone. And yeah, other than that, I have been able to expand the pan on white chocolate quite a bit. I have finally started using it. Spoiler, I did finish another eyeshadow that you will see in a moment, but because of that eyeshadow I didn't use this in the beginning of the year, but now that another eyeshadow is gone, I have been able to use this. I mainly do use this to set my eyeshadow primer, but some days when I am in a hurry or when I just don't want to see that much effort to my makeup look, I will set with this one my under eye concealer too. This is just not my favorite eyeshadow to do that with. It can leave like a little bit of patchy effect to my under eyes, but to be completely honest, there has been days when I have not cared too much about that. Other than that, I got to say there is not that much progress. My makeup looks have been more on the boring side during the past month and a half. So the eyeshadow look that I have done the most is the look that I'm actually wearing today, and even from this I have done a more everyday look. Today I'm wearing liquid eyeliner and also false lashes, but on my everyday basis I have worn deeper eyeshadow, typically triple fudge as my liner, and then just mascara. But I am wearing this basic matte eyeshadow look only from this palette, so I do have white chocolate on my lid, milk chocolate on the crease, semi-sweet on the outer corner, and yeah, that's really it. So I have been having this moment that I'm not that inspired with makeup. I'm not that excited to create anything too special. I just want to wear a makeup look that I know works. So yeah, unfortunately at the moment I'm not too creative with makeup, and you know, for me that's okay, but I think for people watching my videos that might be a little bit boring. But I have been enjoying my makeup life during the past month and a half. When I have not been thinking about makeup too much, I have just created what I have wanted. This is what the palette is looking at the moment. I will be wearing this palette a lot for the next month and a half. I'm sure there will be a lot of days that I don't wear any makeup. When the baby comes, I don't bother wearing makeup at the hospital. And I'm sure there will be a lot of days when I don't wear any eyeshadow. But when I do, I will be wearing only this palette. As I said, I'm having this moment where I'm not that inspired with makeup, and I have been thinking about doing the minimalist makeup bag challenge for a while, but I have never felt quite ready to do that because I do have so much makeup and it would feel kind of restricting to not allow myself to use what I want. But right now I feel that it's perfect moment in my life to try that challenge. And it's also what I really want to do. Like at the moment, I just want to have a really simple selection of things that I could use and see how I feel about it. So that's something I'm going to do. It's going to be my next video, and this palette is the only palette I'm going to use during the next month and a half, apart from a couple of singles that are still in my 2023. Oh, let's still talk about my goals for the next month and a half. So I would like to hit pan on hazelnut. I will try to show it to you. I don't know how well the camera picks it up, but there totally is a dent there. I think this is a great eyeshadow if I want to wear creme brulee on my lid. Then this is something that works as a deepening shade, even though it's shimmer. I don't mind using a shimmer as my deepening shade as long as it's not super foiled and flaky. This is not a shade like that. So it works perfectly, and it's a nice and subtle brown. So yeah. My goal will be to hit pan on this one. It's pretty similar shade to Hot Chocolate, and I want to first hit pan on one of them. At the moment I'm more into kind of like light toned makeup, so because of that I want to go with hazelnut first. Alright, I'm quickly going to mention my companion palette. So for April I had the Catrice Caviar Gauche or I don't know how to even pronounce this, as my companion palette. It has this kind of like warmer rosy color story. Well, this shade over here is like a straight up shimmery peach, but the other shades are leaning more on the rosy side. And I love the quality. I think this is better than some of my high-end eyeshadows. However, unfortunately I am not at the moment loving this color story. I think rosy colors on my eyes are not just the best on me, even though these are warmer rosy tones. So if I was going to wear rosy eyeshadow, this would be it. But still I feel I need to work too hard to make it look good on me. So I feel if I'm going to wear these rosy tones, I need to balance it with something really neutral or with something clearly warmer, or otherwise I will look a little bit sick. So yeah, I'm kind of on a hence about this. I would actually like to do an eyeshadow declutter, and this is totally something that would be on the chopping block. So we'll see. I do enjoy the quality, the colors. I don't know, like part of me is thinking maybe one day I will want to do a rosy look, but then part of me is thinking that if I let go of it, I don't need to kind of like worry about it and force myself to wear it if I don't want to. So we'll see. But based on this, I would be interested in trying more of Catrice eyeshadows. But on the other hand, at the moment, I don't really want to add any eyeshadows to my collection. If anything, I want to downsize my collection significantly. I don't want to grow it, so no reason for me to buy new eyeshadows right now. And then last but not least, I am quickly going to mention my Build Your Own palette. So in the last update I still had the old color story, so my winter and early spring color story, and I did switch it after filming the last update but before uploading it, so you did see the new color story, and I'm going to put it to the screen now. So what has happened in this palette is that I was actually able to finish one shade, so the shade Lucius from the KVD Shade and Light Eye Contour palette. So that was a shade that I used to set my eyeshadow primer, and now that I have been able to finish that shade, I have started using white chocolate from the chocolate bar. Other than that, I have been able to expand the pan on Safeguard over here. It is depotted from the Jeffree Star Androgyny palette, and now the progress with that eyeshadow is really good. First it was kind of slow, but now since the layer of eyeshadow is so thin, it goes quickly, and I think by the next update this will be finished. However, what I will say is that I'm probably not going to pick this palette at all for my minimalist makeup bag challenge. But what I think I will do is that I will take the singles that are, or the products here that are in my 23 in 23, which are this Jeffree Star eyeshadow that I was talking about, then this shimmery white from here, from theBalm, and then this Essence blush from here. I think I'm going to just take those out and use those and put them to the makeup bag or put them aside so that I will use them. You know, even though I do like this color story, I'm not that inspired to create any looks from it. I just, especially like the really colorful stuff like the reds, the yellow, the greens, I don't know. I just feel I want to only focus on the chocolate bar at the moment, plus of course the singles that are in the 23 in 2023, and then don't really matter about the rest. I think this color story is something I could really well wear after the minimalist makeup bag challenge. I think it's really summery color story. So I'm sure it will work, but also I think there are some shades from here that I would like to declutter, so I don't know. But yeah, that is where this palette is at the moment. I unfortunately have not even used most of these eyeshadows. Actually, I don't think I have used any of those that are not in my 23 in 2023, so yeah, that kinda shows how uninspired I am at the moment with eyeshadow. And the look that I have been wearing the most, as I said, is the look I am wearing right now. In the really end, I will put these text screens that you always see in the end of my Painted palette videos, where I do share my pan percentage and empty pan percentage. I'm really happy to start seeing my empty pan percentage grow. But yeah, that was really everything for this update. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you liked it, please put thumbs up and see you on my next one. Bye bye.